We've got crazy boosts going on right now inside of Raid Shadow Legends for Void Shards. Boosts that include a 2x chance of epic and legendary champions, which is essentially a must-pull time for Voids. And we have a targeted boost for our boy Shredder. Now, I know Shredder is not maybe the best, but he is part of the collection where I'm planning on unlocking all of the Ninja Turtles. So I really think that we should pull him in. If you guys want to play Raid Shadow Legends, QR code right here, link in the description, gets you a legendary champion for free, an epic champion for free, and with code UDKING, you get another legendary, the Ultimate Death Knight, absolutely for free inside a raid. It's a good time to play. Now, if I take a second and look at my pity for Void Shards, I'm at 63 of 200. So really, with the number of shards that I have to pull, which is, as we're seeing right here, 145 shards, I should be guaranteed a legendary. But with the 2x chance, it should be even better. So I'm almost guaranteed a legendary champion inside of this video. And with a 10x boost on Shredder, my hope is that it'll be him. Now, before I get into my polls, I want to feature one comment at least from the community for today. It's from Mutant Destroyer. He says, when using Embers in the alternative form, and he's talking about in Live Arena, always use his A3 first. It gives him more ignore defense. And I'll tell you, that's something that I have been ignoring. I'm going to make sure that I check that out next time I'm in the Live Arena. And for those of you curious, we did complete Raphael. So we basically have Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael waiting to be summoned right here. His fragments are all good to go. If we take a look over here, I actually lucked out a little bit. And with the Deck of Fate, I didn't have to pull 2 of these. So I saved myself a bunch. Actually, shoot. Look at this. I have the energy here. Let's pull it right now. Oh, man. Woo! And we just got ourselves this right here. The very nice 6-star Mythical Chaos Ore, and we got ourselves a nice Mythical Tome. I mean, not a tome, a Mythical Shard. Man. Okay, so the reason I got the more pizza points for doing this was because we have the Fire Knight event going on right now for the champion, and Champion Chase is also going on now. Let's take a look here. Where's this Champion Chase? Let's take a look real quick. So now, as we are about to pull, there is the Champion Chase going on, and we need the pizza points so that we can get our Ace Reporter. We need 300 pizza points, so we need 4,200 points from the pulls, which, as you can see, if we're in first place here, we also get a Shredder 5-star soul as well. Now, there's some good value in doing a lot of pulls here. We know that I can always use some of these. I need my mythical skill tomes as well because I have some mythical champs to upgrade. So we may as well do some pulls with the 2x going on, sitting on the Void Shards. Before we do, let's actually see if I have any more rewards that are going to help me out there. First of all, we'll look at my Chimera rewards really quickly. Not that we can get shards out of here, but they're completed. We may as well take a look. Beautiful stuff. And Chimera on Brutal. We're going to get our Master Chest. Claim that, wha-bam, and claim this, la-pink, there we go. Do we have another chest? We sure do, of course we do. There we go, the brass chest, claiming that. Now, let's go over here. Do we get another Void Shard or 2 from any of this? Maybe a Sacred if we're lucky. Let's take a look. Grandmaster did not give us anything, that's fine. The Ultimate Chest, which brought us a Sacred Shard, I believe, yesterday, gives us an Ancient today, and that's it. And the Ultra Nightmare, does it have a Void Shard in store? It has an Ancient, and it has, a Legendary Skill Tome, which we'll take every time. So essentially what we're doing here is like triple or quadruple dipping. First of all, the targeted chance for the champion that I want, which is Shredder, the 2x chance of epics and legendaries, plus it's getting us the pizza points for unlocking April O'Neil. And on top of that, if we place first in the tournament, we can get the 5-star soul. Unsure if we're going to be able to place first or not. As of right now, there's not tons of competition, but that very well could change and typically does in my server. I have at least, we're going to have to see what we get. Let's just see what we get. I'm going to do at least 10 pulls right here. Let's start out with our first 10 pull. Can we pull in a legendary? Can we pull in a Shredder? Void Champions and Void Shards are things I don't often pull on the account. I typically save a lot of these. All right, first round of pulls gave me 800 tournament points. Also, daily quest completed, and I'm already in 5th place in the tournament. Let's go with another summon, another 200 right here. Now again, we're getting rewarded. We're getting rewarded for the champions that we pull. So if we pull some legendaries, it's gonna definitely help us out in here. Unfortunately, we're just pulling rares in like crazy right now. No epics. 2 times chance. 2 times chance, and I got all rares? What? That's only 1,300 points we have so far. This has got to be the one. This has got to be the jam. There's another epic right there. There's another epic right there. A legendary. Bellinor. Why do I feel like he's no good? Why do I feel like Bellinor, 1,700 points? Dude, tell me this guy is like S tier. I don't think so. He actually got himself a 4-star rating on hellhades.com, which is better than I thought he would get. Let's take a look at this guy really quickly. Attacks one enemy, places a 30% increased crit rate buff on all allies for 1 turn if the attack is critical. Only if it's critical, huh? The A2 attacks all enemies, then places Perfect Veil on this champion for 2 turns. The Ascended skill attacks all enemies, places a 60% decreased defense debuff and a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. They can't be resisted when Xayvia is on the same team. I don't have Xayvia. Also places Perfect Veil on this champion for 2 turns. All right, so far not seeing that great. Overkill, the A3 attacks an enemy, will attack an enemy with the lowest HP with any surplus damage if the attack kills an enemy. The surplus damage cannot be critical. Then we have the passive, activates this champion's Overkill skill. Also activates Xavian's Poison Rain skill, only available with her in the team, and increases crit rate. Honestly, he doesn't sound that good. He doesn't. But we did get ourselves a legendary, so let's hope we can get another legendary because I want Shredder to be pulled in this, guys. I really want to pull in Shredder. We also want to kind of make our way up the event. We gonna get all rares this time around? Come on, a lot of Bellowers dropping. Wondering if we're getting any all rares that time around as well. Let's actually see where we stand right now inside of the tournament. I bet you I'm pretty close to the top at this point in time. Champion Chase, we're almost where we need to be for the rewards right here. We're sitting in 3,000. We're in 3rd place. Yeah, so let's keep going here. Remember, this event is only going on, I'm talking about the targeted champion boost, for a day and 18 hours. So this could be players want to pull now to get Shredder, or they want to wait because they don't want to pull Shredder, but they still want the 2 times chance. I have 10 more pulls that I could go with right here, boys. Let's see what we can get. Another epic. I'm not seeing many new champions right here. Do I have like almost all the voids or something inside of the game? Because I'm not seeing many new epics come. Actually, as I say that, this guy's new. This guy's new. Eurogrim. Let's go with another 10 pull. That there probably took me to the point of where I needed to be for the event. We save voids for 2 times. Because we want to get those better odds. But we're not getting them. So here's the question right now. We basically just took ourselves to the tournament where I need to be. Right? I got the rewards that I needed. I kind of want to push. We're already in 1st place. Do I sit on this or do I continue to pull? Smart or not, we're continuing to pull. It's 2 times chance, boys. I want to get myself another legendary today, another Void Legendary. Let's pull something in. Complete our Ninja Turtles. Although the 10 times chance of Shredder, only 500. All rares yet again. Jeez, this has got to be so bad when it's not 2 times. There's another epic. Oh, that's a new one. Lua, another epic. Okay, we've gotten that one. That was a fusion champion right there. Dawncaller Sabbatha. 1,100 tournament points. I'm essentially just pulling until I get that skill tome. Tell me we got to get all rares here again. And I want to be safe with my pulls. I don't want to overpull. There's an epic. Same as we've gotten. So as we sit right now, we are in the tournament. We did get our book. We did get our book. We are at 6,700. We got our... We essentially came what we were sitting for, what we were coming for. We got what we were coming for. I am sitting in first place. I have a Shredder Perfect Soul. The problem is, we don't have Shredder yet. So, this is valuable. This is valuable. All of this stuff, very valuable. We'll save the energy right now. Let's see how far this took us in the event for April O'Neil. Look at this. We finished up here, all of these. Legendary Skill Tome. We got ourselves the new avatar frame as well. And we're well making our way over to the final page, or the final docket, call it what you want, to get ourselves April. So, the not responsible guy in me would say, let's pull the last 10 pulls to try and get Shredder to take advantage of the 2x event. The more conscious part of me says maybe we should save these because, one, there's no guarantee I'm going to get Shredder. I did already get and mess up my odds of a legendary. Basically, we're only a 1% chance of legendary, 16% chance of an epic. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it smart right now. And what I'm going to do is just stop there. Hold on to the additional ones that we just got. We got this guy right here. Hold on to the additional shards and save them in case they're needed. Maybe keep an eye to see if I still want to place in the event. Oh, she's new for my account, Godkeeper. Actually, wait a second. She's got a ton of reviews on her. Is she super good? Let me look her up really quick. An epic, but still. She's another 4-star on hellhades.com. Tell you what, this girl seems like a pretty good healer. Attacks an enemy, heal the ally with the lowest HP by 5% of their max HP. Can't heal this champion, but that healing can be increased up to 20%. We have the A2, attacks all enemies, heals all allies with by 15% of their max HP, then decreases the duration of all buffs on all enemies by 1 turn, and increases the duration of buffs on allies by a turn. Wow, I could see that like really helping out Stone Skin, etc. 15, 25, 35%, and get it down to a 3-turn cooldown. And then she has a revive on her A3, revives a dead ally with 50% HP and fills their turn meter by 50% and resets the cooldowns of their skills. This can be taken down to a 4-turn cooldown. Her passive increases the amount of healing allies receive by 10%. If an ally is about to get killed by a fatal hit, preempts that hit with and instantly places revive on death. I kind of like this champion. I'll be honest with you, she seems kind of good. Godseeker and Neri, tell me, you guys using her? Now, before I dive into live arena, because I do want to do at least one battle today, we have Katama1610, a member of the channel. Thank you so much, saying in short, Sanguine, Blood, Maria, Mary. So Bloody Mary, her name, say her name 3 times is the gimmick. Ah, I see. We're talking about the new fusion champion that's coming to the game. Her whole kit works around the number 3. Turns and buffs divisible by 3. So turn 3, 6, 9, and 12, she does more damage. A number of buffs and debuffs, 3, 6, and 9, she gets stronger. Makes a lot of sense right there. Actually, she could do a lot of damage and actually prevent a lot of damage from herself taking if she's on that 3, 6, or 9. So it's gonna be a fun champion, I think. And one more comment here regarding me using Nell in live arena. He says I'm getting confused with the Nell A2. She doesn't place poison with that skill, she only activates them. And yes, I was mistaking that. Now I know. Also, I believe you're failing to see that the A3, on top of playing decent defense and weaken, which are 2 great debuffs, also boosts turn meter up. I actually was not, I did not miss that. I did know that she was like a turn meter booster. It's a great skill and you should play around with it more. I appreciate that, Evan, and I definitely will. And win or lose, we gotta do at least one live arena battle. I mean, it's legit the reason why I love playing this game. We got the first pick, and I'm going against Valentine End. Unfortunately, this Valentine guy, he's got almost 13,000 trophies, so he's gonna have a very established account, would be my guess. He takes my Armand, so I take Fabian, I take He-Man. I think those are gonna be my 2 picks. His Armands doesn't look crazy. He's only 2-star blessed. Empress, no blessings whatsoever. So maybe I'm actually in a better position than I had thought, or maybe they are just talented. Now, the next two picks that I actually want are going to be the Cheshire Cat and Nell. But we'll see if I'm going to be able to get that. My assumption here is that they're going to ban Arbiter. And, okay, cool. Let's go with the Cheshire Cat. Let's go with Nell. Let's skip that song because I don't like it. I think this is good. Concerned about the lack of control of my team. I didn't bring in Mikage. And I don't have Armands. They have a big speed champion here. Bombs here. Killer here. Empress was just a pain to deal with. It's got to be Armands, I think. I'm debating the mythical. I'm assuming she's built pretty quickly. But maybe that's a decoy. I'm going to ban Armands. They did ban my Arbiter. I got to go with speed. Let's hope we win the speed battle, man. Because if not, I'm going to be bombed to death. Oh, we did get the first turn. Interesting. Let's come on over here. Do we get another turn? We do. Let's go right here. Boom. We feared a few. I like it. I like it. We got fear on everyone right now, but they do have turns because I did not have a turn meter booster. They may all get shots at me right now. But they should be locked out. They should all be A1s, right? Nope, not her because she's a mythical, or Empress either because he's a mythical. So he could come through and nuke, but wait, they're stoned. They're stoned. What's she gonna do? I don't know this champion so well. Monkey King, A1, right? Oh snap, we got this, boys. Come down with He-Man from above. Empress, don't do it. Let's go here with Nell. Actually, what do we have here? Let's go here with Nell. Cheshire Cat. Boom. One win. Only doing one battle on the video today. We're sitting at season points 284, general 4,623. We are almost at 2 5-star chickens, boys. And this was just a fun video. I love the poll videos, guys. We're sitting on 55 more Void Shards that, again, I chose not to pull in this video. I very well may pull these in the next couple of days, in the next, really, day and 17 hours, because there is no reason for me to come in first in this event to get that 5-star soul if I don't unlock Shredder. So I really am forced to pull within the next 1 day, 17 hours, or else it's not even worth me going, because essentially I already pulled in all of the great reward. I mean, I guess this is a great reward as well, but I pulled in some of the really good rewards already. But I'm feeling good. We had some good pulls. We got a legendary. Let me know which of the legendary pulls I got you're the most excited about, or maybe none of them.